Chocolate is a really nostalgic and emotional product for people. I think people have relationships with chocolate that starts when they're really, really young. When people eat it throughout their lives at different occasions, you always have a moment where you recall that first moment of eating chocolate or a special occasion where you had it.
We're a fifth generation family-owned business, chocolate company. We were started by my great-great-grandfather, who actually came over from France to find gold during the gold rush. And to make a long story short, ended up making chocolate instead. I am really proud of our ability to walk the fine line of preserving what makes us special as a family-run business that's fifth generation, but then also blending in new technologies and techniques to really kind of run our business like a modern factory.
Chocolate is an art and a science, and how we make our product is a perfect balance of both of those. And so I think how we approach manufacturing, it's really the crafting process, and it's innovative, it's creative, and it also has to be really efficient in order for us to do what we do best.
Everything we do comes down to trying to better understand what we're doing here from a manufacturing perspective, from purchasing, supply chain, and having more data available so that we can make better decisions, so that we can understand where bottlenecks are, so we can understand how to do cost savings. And there's technology tools that really enable all of those things. Digital twin simulation, this is an area that I think we've all been hearing about for a long time, but what that actually means in the manufacturing space, wasn't totally known to us until we started working with RSM, which was great. And so having a digital twin really just allows us to take a different perspective on getting more information about our actual manufacturing operations, being able to identify where we can be more efficient, where we can be more effective, helping us identify better ways of making CapEx spend, and really just operating in a more efficient model using data.
The digital twin, what it really helps you do is through the discovery process and working through your bottlenecks, you confront a lot of assumptions that you didn't know you had. And so I think that in of itself is really valuable, because when you discover your assumptions, then you can kind of think more creatively around how to address everyday problems.
The RSM team did a really great job of really understanding our business, our process, and what we were trying to accomplish before diving in and trying to tackle the actual problem at hand. We had team members from the RSM side out on the shop floor doing time studies. They were working with our supply chain teams, scheduling and planning, operations, and they just mapped out our process really, really thoroughly before doing anything else, which is just such a key step to properly doing any sort of technology project relating to manufacturing.
We explained what we thought was the case, and you absorbed and asked a lot of questions and started getting into the reality of what was going on. When we have ideas what was going on, but it doesn't always work out that way. And then through update sessions that we had where we kind of walk through, hey, here's what I'm finding and here's what it looks like, it was eye-opening for us. I think it was a collaborative process and a learning process as we went.
The team was exceptional in the fact that instead of looking at this as a purely business-driven process, they actually took the time to get to know who we were. And that just really helps develop the team and really get to what we need to get to.
It was reassuring to pull the trigger on future investment when it's based on a methodology that supports what you're trying to do.
My advice to other businesses or companies kind of a similar size or background is it's really important to keep evolving, keep looking outside your own four walls, because that's how you'll keep it going to the next generation.